Chapter A, Section 2, Compound Inequalities with the AND statement.
Compound inequalities are two inequality equations. There are two formats. One format contains the AND word, and the other format contains the OR word. In this video, we're going to cover the AND format. Here you're being asked to solve the compound inequalities of x plus 4 is less than 1 and x plus 2 is less than 3. What you're actually being asked is to find a solution that satisfies the first equation and satisfies the second equation. Your answer must satisfy both inequality equations. We're going to solve this problem the same way we solve a single inequality equation. Our first step would be to solve each equation separately. The second step is we're going to graph the separate number line for each equation. Third, we're going to take our solution and show it in set builder format and also in interval notation. The only difference that we're going to have is between step 2 and 3 is that we must make sure our answer satisfies both equations. And we decide this by looking at both of the number lines and comparing them. If this procedure, 1 through 4, is not familiar for you, please watch the video titled Single Inequalities. All right, step number 1, solve each equation separately. So we're going to solve the first equation, and we're going to get our solution of x less than negative 3. Now we're going to solve the second equation, and our solution is going to be x is less than 1. Our second step, we're going to graph a separate number line for each of these equations. So draw your base number line for the first equation, label the answer, negative 3. Now you want to display all the x values that are less than negative 3. Draw a line, shade it in, draw an arrow to display it. The question now to you is negative 3 included in the solution? We have to show either a bracket or parentheses. Since it's not equal, it's not included, and therefore it's a parentheses. Now we're going to do the same exact thing with the second equation. Make sure that you put your number line, the second number line, directly under the first one, so we'll be able to compare them. Now, since we're comparing them, we should label them the same. So go ahead and label the negative 3. Now we're going to go and label the x less than 1. We have to show the 1 on the number line. I'll label that. And now show all the values of x less than 1. There we go. Again, the question, is 1 part of the solution? Well, it's not equal, so therefore it isn't, so we have to put the parentheses. Now remember, the answer that we're looking for must satisfy both equations because we have the AND. The question we have to ask ourselves is, where does our answer satisfy both of these equations on the number line? Let's take a look. What about 0? Well, it's on the second equation as a solution, but not on the first, so it doesn't satisfy both, so that's not possible as an answer. Let's go over here all the way on the left, maybe negative 4, negative 5. That would satisfy both of these equations, and that would be a good answer. Think of the other question. Where is the shaded area common? That may help you also. Look for the common area where they're both shaded on the number line. Well, we come over here and I see both of these are shaded here, and that looks common. And it is. Pretty much it would be, if we look at it, everything here less than negative 3. So our solution would be And you come up with a solution? That's right. X is less than -3. All right, now we're going to do step 3. We're going to write our solution in set builder format. Now in set builder format, it's the set of all x such that, and then you go ahead and you put your solution in. X less than -3. Good. Number 4, we're going to write our answer now in interval notation. Now take a look over at the number line, and we can see the left side here would be a -infinity, and on the right we would end up here at the -3. So we're going to write -infinity and -3. And now we have to show parentheses or brackets. Remember, -infinity is always going to be parentheses. And -3, in this case, it's not equal, so it's also going to be a parentheses. And you have completed this problem.
This is the end of this video.